Good morning, guys. Look at me. Am I the luckiest person in the world? That's a 5 Series. I think you would have noticed by now it's not any regular 5 Series, right? Woohoo! Yeah, man. I love our readers, Look at that. They spend the money and then I get to drive. This is the new G30 BMW M5. Of course, BMW, they don't want to give them the same code, right? But yeah, that's the new 5 Series that is based on an M5. Okay, well, this is the new M5. Okay, you guys know the figures now. The headline figures are madness. I think every single new car is crazy now, especially the performance variants, right? This thing has 600 horsepower, 750 newton meters of torque, and that's the official figure because those who have bought the car and they went and dyno it, it makes like 620 or more, and the claim figures of 0 to 100 is 3 point something seconds thereabouts. But we know BMW always underclaim, right? And that was during the time when they have solely rear-wheel drive. This one now has all-wheel drive, and I'm not sure if it is a world first, but it seems like it. You have a button that you can just switch off the four-wheel drive system, and then this car will go bonkers rear-wheel drive. Let's go through the car now from the outside, and especially our tasteful reader here who picked this color. It is so understated. Remember, we tested the 5 Series with M Performance body kit. We said that, that time BMW hasn't revealed anything about the M5 yet, but we said that car can easily be more aggressive looking than an M5, and that's true here. Look at that. This car is so understated, absolutely understated. Let me give you a walk around, and I'm going to tell you firsthand that I will skip the number plates. Okay, I will not show the number plates you can tell this guy is an understated guy now, right? He doesn't like to show off. He just doesn't want to show off, but he wants to enjoy his cars. Okay, first off, look at that. The carbon roof, beautifully finished, right? So that's what you get with an M car as well. And special side mirrors. The wing mirrors are special. Look at that. You have this little edge here, to aid airflow. Okay. And then of course this is an M signature. They will always have this grille on the wheel arch, and they're not fake. Okay. So these are shorted in Pirelli P0s, but of course maybe in other markets you might have different tires fitted to them. Okay. Huge wheels. The fronts are 275. Look at that. 275, 35, 20. These brakes are huge. It's larger than most cars' rims. Okay, fitted with adaptive LEDs. Look at that. Beautiful. And of course, no fakery here. No way, right? Then we come to the sides. That. Bring you around. Basically, I'll bring you around the plate. Look at that. Lovely. And from the front, it's just like any other 5 Series. Of course, it's wider, but you will not be able to tell. It's very, very subtle. Okay, I like how BMW returned to this sort of E39-ish kind of treatment for the 5 Series because it's very, very understated. I like that. And then towards the rear, it's also understated. In today's world, right, where everything has crazy diffusers, and it produces a very deep tone. I like it. It's not the loud type, but it's deep. Wonderful. And a little spoiler lip here. Very, very understated, very good looking, very tasteful. I asked him the question, why did he not pick the E63 instead? Because the prices are so similar, and of course that car has crazy headline figures as well. He just said one thing. You know what he told me? The E63, he felt is too loud. The design is too loud. Now a lot of us love the design of the E63 because it's crazy bonkers, but I cannot deny what he said is very true. That car looks too aggressive. Okay, and this one just nice. Okay, let's go inside. Oops, my DJI is working up. There we go. Oh, look at it. That's the interior. It's very understated as well. I mean, BMW interiors has always been, non-flashy. They try to keep it low, a bit more low-key, right? But you still have all the beautiful materials. Nice stuff's going on here. Let's go inside. Look at the floor mats. Look at that. And I believe these are unique. They look very different. It almost looks like a sole of a shoe. The organ type pedals, and of course the skid plates. That's a given, right? You would have expected that. Now, how do you differentiate a real M5 now? Ta-da! Look at that. We'll go through that later. And I love this. More cars should have this. And the architecture is of course the same as a regular 5 Series, but the finishing is different, right? The dash has real leather stitches run all the way, and beautiful carbon fiber. I love this carbon fiber. It looks like the glossy type, but actually you can feel the texture. But it's not the raw type either. It's very nice, and the weaving of it is very, very tiny. Beautiful, beautiful. Now look at the seats. Whoa! Look at the wing here. And this thing lights up. Okay, it lights up. Whew. You have the iDrive controller here, and then the gear knobs. Now, M cars always have unique gear knobs, and I've not been a fan of M gear knobs. Be it the F10 or what, because they are those tiny little gear knobs. And this one, I think it fits the bill. This thing is a bit chunky. I do not know what this serves for now, but obviously it's something performance perhaps. Electronic shifter as well. And you see, you push right to drive, left to N, and then plus minus in the middle. Nice. Oh, lovely, right? Red buttons for the push start. And here, you can call it memory or you can call it M buttons, but basically this allows you to set whatever you like on the car's dynamics, and then you can save it into this. It's a bit like your memory seat. You adjust everything, how you want the steering, the suspension, the response, how you want everything, and then you set it in here, and then you have the other one over here. So how he set it, he put M2 as absolute comfort and M1 as absolute performance, but he did not put it as switching off the four-wheel drive system. I asked him this question, and then he said that, yep, he tried just four-wheel drive alone. It is rear-wheel drive, sorry. He tried rear-wheel drive alone, and it is scary. So he decided to put it in four-wheel drive, all right? And let's look up all the other stuffs are similar to the 5, because this is, at the end of the day, is still a 5 Series, where BMW's objective is to have a car that surprises people. At the back, there are no differences as well. It's just as spacious as a family car. So this is the kind of duality that people love about these super high performance sedans, They have supercar performance, but they does your everyday job. Okay, now the seats are larger, so I'm gonna go in here and show you if. Now I haven't adjusted the seat at the front yet, but he is of similar build to me, so I felt that is my seating position as well. So I'm seated here, Bobby here, 5'11", 2 fingers on my headroom, and here about a palm of knee room. I felt that because of this huge seats, you will feel that this car feels more compact at the back here. But that is also because this car has a full length bench down here. It is absolutely full, so it's very, very comfortable on long journeys. Okay, and yeah, everything feels great. You even have some nice, armrest, the same as well as 5. Yeah, that's how it is. All right, we've gone through the interior. Right. What else are we interested in? Let's pop the hood, shall we? Now, one thing I like about the hood opening is that you pull the lever twice and then you come to the front. There is nothing else that you need to pull. You know, you just lift it up. Here's the engine, guys. There we go. That's the powerhouse. Now I do feel that this is a bit busy, but then it's hidden under the engine cover. So now you guys like me to show the engine, right? There you go. Everything almost symmetrical. Look at it. Look at the construction of it, right? And then you can see the turbochargers in there. Look at that. The turbos are in there. The intakes over here. The alternator in the middle. Very nice. Very nice construction. And I think the M engine, the 4.4 V8, has always have a beautifully symmetrical construction to it. I love how it looks. Let's go for a drive. Check this out. This looks like your usual seat controls, but this is different on the M5. Why? Look at that. I'm gonna do some adjustment on the seats. You saw the screen switching just now? So I'm just touching it, but it is touch sensitive and it shows where I'm touching. This is fantastic. This is the kind of innovation that BMW does in their cars that keeps them ahead of everybody else. They do something so high-tech, but they keep it so subtle that you don't notice it. I mean, technology is greatest when it's transparent, right? Yep. Let's go for a drive. So we're now in M1, is it? Yeah. And then to shift into drive, I just
move it right.
Move it to the right. And this is manual mode.
No, it's manual.
Then how do I turn it to auto mode?
One more.
One more time.
Yeah.
If I go one more time, what would it do?
We'll go back to manual.
Okay. This button, what does it do?
Is how quickly it shifts gear. So you can just next to the letter D.
Yep.
So now it'll take more reps to adjust. So now it'll shift faster and shift even faster.
But it's not even in sport mode yet.
Yeah. Now it's in sport mode.
It's already in sport
M1,
mode.
Yeah.
Okay. M1 sport mode, and should be. Ooh, I can see the tacho in front. That's a huge heads-up display. I mean, based on what it's showing here. Damn, I can see the rev there. I don't want you anymore. Oh, I love the deep sound, the deep burble. Is there like a one touch where I can turn? Oh, you put it in M2, right?
Yeah.
And everything is in comfort.
Goes to comfort, yeah.
Ah. Let's go M2 now. We're in comfort mode. Then it doesn't show the
the
tacho.
The heads-up display.
Yeah, the rev counter isn't shown there. very comfortable. There. And this steering wheel is a lot thicker, right? It feels a lot thicker. I shouldn't have put on my indicators. That's not how a BMW driver drives. So, is the exhaust quieter now?
Yeah, it is.
M2? It is, right?
Yeah. And those are customizable. You can make them whatever you want with the customizable. Those M1.
Oh. So nice. It's so comfortable, and yet you feel that huge gush of power just there, you know. See, that's why cyclists makes people hate them. He can perfectly cycle inside, but he just it's very, very comfortable. It's quiet even. Let's go here. I think that's the duality that BMW gives in this car. Back then you have M5s that are sleepers, we call them, right? Because it's quiet, or it's quiet looking. There's just subtle differences that people need to spot, like in the E39 with the 400 horsepower V8, you know, and then of course you can floor it and then you go bonkers. And then you have the E60 M5 with that M button where you can unleash the power if you want to. And then as you go to the F10, you get a myriad of adjustments and all that. This one as well, but these two buttons that provides the immediate access to whatever you like gives all the difference. It makes all the difference now, because I have an S4, okay, it's nothing compared to this, but I find it a hassle to adjust between sport, dynamic and comfort and things like that. Same goes with my BMW. But what makes me appreciate my Audi more than my 6 Series is the fact that under normal mode, it does both spectrums better than my BMW. I find my BMW annoying even in normal mode. The throttle is laggy, you know, the car just becomes lazy. And then if I go into dynamic, by adjusting it, it just doesn't give me the best of both worlds. And I appreciate my Audi for doing that. This one, however, allowing you to set everything yourself and then condense everything into these two small little stops makes all the difference, because you can change the character of the car while you're driving, you know, halfway driving, and then you just decided to, nah, I just want to be an asshole, or I just want to enjoy my car a little bit more. The roads are empty, early morning, and then one press of a button, it changes the character of the car. That is something lovely, lovely. So it is another level of dynamism, given that this car, about its architecture, it is a 5 Series. It has a really powerful engine up front. You can do everything you like, but the micro part, these little things, how it responds, how the suspension and all that, you don't need to adjust them on the fly, you know. This is a very good touch. And of course, like, you guys would have known, when I'm driving someone else's car, I won't go all crazy with it. You see, I'm still in comfort mode. Damn! Oh! I know what you're feeling. Bobby did not go full throttle. Right? So this is comfort mode, and my god! Okay, now I know why they made it 4-wheel drive. It is so planted, so stable, and yet now turn it into M1. See manual mode. Shoot once. Oh. Hi 5 Series. Okay. So at a mid-bank, you know, you floor the throttle, the car just pulls, no drama. That is something that we appreciate. You get all that Audi has been trying to give the world without the understeer. All the traction, all the stability. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, we're back. And I love the chassis of the G30. You know, it drives very, very well, even in 5 Series, guys. Damn. Will you do anything to his exhaust? Will you? No, right? Just keep it that way. Comfort. But
it gets louder if you put it into manual. You can hear when you lift off the throttle, you can hear the bubbles.
oh, so I push it one more time. It's in manual.
Yeah. Drive around a bit.
Okay. It's louder even. Wow.
Yeah. See, now
Yeah. Oh, damn. Hey, that's a huge difference. Sorry. Oh. I'm scared, you know, a bit. What is that sound? But it doesn't do it all the time, right? The backfires,
No.
right?
It's only at a certain rev. when
Yep,
you lift
yep.
off the throttle.
That is nice in an organic manner, because I mean cars that does that back then, right? They don't do it all the time, right? Like Mercedes just every single time, whatever you're doing, you put it on the throttle, you like, oh, and then you just go blah, 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 blah. At what revs are you able to catch it? Like, at what revs you let go?
I haven't really done too much.
But you will not do that in auto mode, right?
No, I don't.
Wow, I'm amazed. BMW really, you know, they don't follow the trend out there. You know, they just keep to what they like, what they wanted. You know, damn. What is that? Just now, when I let go,
Yeah.
that's the backfire.
No.
No, right? Okay. Wow. And even in 4-wheel drive mode, the front wheels, as I turn and all that, right, I don't feel it. It is as if it's a 4-wheel drive, you know, where you have a more heavy front or something that pulls you. Just now as I was turning, the front is just fast. The front end is just like a normal rear-wheel drive BMW with a lot of traction that you just feel that, wow. Have you done any mad driving with it yet? No, right?
I did a couple of launch controls last night.
Yeah?
It's insane.
Would you like to do it?
Yeah, you have to turn the DSC off, put it into MDM.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, you're not gonna
you I'm not gonna do it on other people's car. No. That is not right. Damn. It doesn't feel like an M2 at all. It doesn't feel like an M3 at all. It's so different. It's not like more of an M2, more of an M3. I would say 60% of it is comfort, or 70%. and then it can do whatever you want to do, but you just have to get used. Oh, okay, auto start stop. Just now I saw when you're doing the reverse, you stop.
Yeah, I need to turn that off. But
Can you?
I'm not sure.
Are you able to?
I haven't looked into it.
Ah.
If you code it, you probably can. I'm not sure I'll avoid the warranty.
Yes. So the car is very, very quiet, and you know a lot of things are going out there, you know, in the exhaust and all that, but you're just so cocooned inside here. So you'll be thinking that, wow, you shouldn't expect this car to be doing crazy loud. Oh, I can hear that. It must be out. It must be loud outside.
Go under the window.
That's the backfire.
Yeah.
It's a very different sound.
Put it into manual and you can hear it a bit.
Yeah. Oh, it's deeper, the tone. But that's because it's real, right? It's not some fakery. Yeah. The Mercs, they actually add using the speakers and all that. So wherever you are, you just hear puts a smile on your face. But this is more like, you know, the real deal, serious man's. And then I put it back into comfort. Oh. It is a beast, but it is a beast that is always in tuxedo. Always, you know, it never had the crazy mode. Never does that. But I can imagine how authoritative this car is, you know, wherever you go, wherever you drive, right? It's like just now that Renault guy, he spotted it from afar.
Yeah.
He knew this is different. Yeah. He knows his stuff. He's like, oh, that's a real deal. Let's get out of the way. You saw that day the day I posted an F10 M5.
Yeah.
You know what he did to his car?
What do you do?
He almost purposely makes it look like someone is faking an M5.
Oh, he put the...
He wrapped
the
fake carbon fibers.
Yeah.
He wrapped fake carbon fibers on his bumpers.
Oh.
Makes it look really ugly.
Yeah.
And he put some fake M badges everywhere.
So it's like a sleeper.
Yeah,
Double
yeah. You look at it, you're like, look at that 5 Series trying to be an M5, you know. But it's a real M5. That guy is, I mean, that kind of level of joke, right? It's not something that I can take, you know. It's like you. I don't think there's any suitable place for us to do launch control, right? Not here, right?
Too short.
It's very short. Better not. I don't want to damage your car anyway, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now guys, of course this is not Sepang, right? And this is also not Uluyam. But again, this car is not an M2. It is not an M2 plus 2 where you get, you know, 2 doors extra and you get that sporty character dialed up all the way. Like I mentioned just now, this is the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, right? It has the beauty, definitely, right? But after they got married and have child, and you know, 10 years down the road, where the Beast, you know, might be reading a book and all that, but he no longer does the rah, even though it can. That's the character that I felt. Even the roads I've just driven just now, it's not all out madness. Of course, we still have the 4-wheel drive on and all that. It can do mad things, but I can imagine this car, even if Ivan Kong is drifting this car in Sepang, he might be listening to some classical music inside and doing his sideways stuff. Predominantly, it allows you to do every single crazy thing that BMW could in absolute comfort. And this is in line with all their cars out there now, you know. I think we're not just the only journalists who said this. We're amazed at the modern generation BMWs, the 3 Series, the 5 Series, the 7 Series, every one of them. They do comfort better than any of their premium rivals. They also do sport driving better than any of their premium rivals. Yes, the Mercedes AMGs, they drive well, but only the AMGs drive well, right? And they have a madness to it, the AMGs. That's how they make their cars look like. It's a bit towards the crazy end, but these guys, they know their shit. And I appreciate this, because this is not something you, as a normal car enthusiast, you will appreciate when you hop up the car immediately in showrooms. But as someone who knows their stuff, who has buy one after the other M cars or AMGs and all that, right? You know, 3 months, 6 months down the road, you will appreciate the civility, the comfort of it that it provides, and the stealth that this provides, which an E63 will not. I mean, you will spot an E63 2 miles away, right? And not this. So this is the guy that can sneak up and murder you, where the E63 is like a lion trying to hunt in a safari, but making a lot of noise all the way, and then everything runs away, you know. So yeah, that's the M5. Thank you so much. Good.
Park button.
Sorry, put it in park.
No, parks at the bottom of
Yep.
the stick. Can you see it now?
Oh. Yeah. Wow.
Hey guys, if you would like to support what we're doing, just hope you can click the subscribe button. And if you do not want any email updates after you subscribe, just don't click the bell. You saw that little bell there? Don't click that bell and you're fine. There won't be emails, you know, harassing you, just as a form of appreciation or encouragement. I hope you can subscribe to our channel, my own channel, and there's Korn's channel, there is Fadil's channel, and there's Bing's channel. Hope you guys can subscribe to us. And then if you want to look for us on Facebook, it is Horizon Malaysia on Facebook, okay? And then on Instagram as well, where we will start to upload more and more behind the scenes, you know, about us on Instagram. So there will be a different sort of things that we're gonna upload on Instagram versus Facebook from now on. So hope you guys can support us in the things that we do. The only things we want to do is we review cars in a very, very honest manner, so that new car buyers can have a better insight and detail into what they're looking at. And then for used car and recon car buyers, you can bring your car to our clubhouse. We will have mechanics to do a full inspection for you, free. But of course, we will let you know what are the things that your car requires you to do, and we even give you the quotation, the cost of it, and then you can go off if you want to. You can proceed with the job if you want to. It is entirely your option, okay? That is what we do for recon and used car buyers. And we also do car safety workshops, weekend drives, long distance drives, meetups, and the likes of it. Okay, so thank you so much for your support. We have been really, really grateful of being able to do the things we like, and you guys appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Cheers.